Welcome back. Welcome back, dude. Hey, I like the multi show weeks right now. I'm gonna miss it. Although it's hard to frick to start coordinating these. But NDL
Well,
weekly all up in your area on a
you,
Thursday night.
you just need to tell
Um,
your family, pretend I don't exist tonight.
I know, but I can see them
I
at the
know.
dinner table reading. Let me see if you've read this book, Saki. Hold on. What book are you guys reading? Keeper of the Lost Cities. You seen that one? Read that one,
Nope.
Zach?
Don't know it.
Really? Oh,
Don't know it.
oh, it's really good. We're reading it as a family, but yeah, no, they know. They know. Daddy's gone, absentee daddy. But hey, we were talking about the fine, and I was bringing up why John was saying, it's a little, where does it go? So just so everyone knows, the fine for not setting rosters correctly and meeting the minimums goes to the pot. So thank you for fattening the pot. And John was saying, yeah, it's a little steep, but he gets it. And I said, well, hey, we already got kids. Zach's got kids. Try to commission 5 salary cap contract leagues and coordinate everyone, and they don't listen. And then what's he supposed to do? Go to your house? So have a motivator. $25, yeah, a quarter of the league dues, which is nice because whoever wins is going to get a nice little frothy pot. Which I'm going through this NFL league. There's a lot of. Did you guys think this too? There's a lot of pretty disparaging teams, but
Uh,
then some really stacked teams,
I think
which
it's
sounds
kind of
weird,
like
but it's not very balanced.
was it GA that I felt the same way, I think, or
I think that was the
32.
last one. Whatever last one we did.
There there's a lot of teams that have one or two really good players, and the rest of their rosters not really that exciting. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to pick what team is better in those situations when they're very similar.
Here's the tiebreaker. How active is the person trading and on the waiver wire? And the waiver wire sounds like a given, right? It's like, oh, well, anyone can hit the waiver wire. We all have a chance at it. But so many people say, oh, I missed the wire. And you're like, what? Guys, consistently, 1 week, sure. But consistently. So whoever is more active in trades, chat, waiver wire, I'm going to give the edge to.
That's why I don't like you, is because of the waiver wire today.
You don't
Oh,
win
which one?
leagues. You don't win leagues on the waiver wire.
Oh, was that the FU Jason? Because
Yeah,
I just randomly will get that, and I don't know what it is or which Jason.
that's
So
what it
I
was.
don't really.
That's what it was for.
Oh, which league?
32.
Leonard Fournette.
No,
Leonard Fournette. Oh,
Clyde.
oh, I did.
I I,
I
I
did get Clyde. Wait, I got him for super cheap.
you got
What
him
are
for
you
11.
doing? Oh, that wasn't super cheap. Okay,
No, it
maybe my
wasn't
Leonard
super cheap.
Fournette.
I thought 6 would
No, you're
do
right.
it. I really thought 6 would do it. At least it would be tied with somebody else.
Dude, I was going through it at 9 o'clock, and in my town it runs at 10, and then I was always super excited to get it, getting a little chubby, and then I realized, dang it, it's at 6 today. So I was then patiently waiting to see if I won it. I love when the emails come in and it's like Christmas Day.
I was really hoping that you guys would be sleeping and forgot that he was dropped.
So did someone just drop him?
I dropped him.
Oh, you
I
dropped
He
him.
was a cap casualty. I was 14 over. I dropped
Why
him
didn't you?
and Gallup.
Why did? Oh, I didn't see Gallup. Why didn't you drop him on a day where it clears in the morning?
What do you
You
mean?
gave everyone so much more time because it
Oh, I
clears
guess
at night.
yeah, there was an extra what 6 hours.
Yeah, 8
But
hours.
I did. I have to go back and look at the settings. I don't think he or Gallup or any other player dropped on Wednesday should have been available today.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be 24 hours
Hmm.
after the next waiver period. So it should have been Friday, I thought.
I don't know. I didn't make the rules, but I'm
Well, I got to
very
double check the
excited.
settings because now that I'm thinking about it, because there's supposed to be that time in there, that 24-hour extra 20,
Mhm.
essentially 48-hour period.
You know what might have done it is the late waiver wire.
Oh, because it was more
Mhm.
than 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
You're right. That's
So
what did
you
it.
did it, but yeah. Hey, Adrian, you're on mute.
Yes,
Still
I
on
am
mute,
muted.
Judy. Yeah, you are. Hey, how was the game tonight? Or was it practice?
No, it was a game. It was
Oh no.
yeah, we
Oh,
lost. We
no. Oh
lost.
God. Help us.
It was
So wait,
it's like preseason, so
Thursday?
we're playing out of district, so it was like
Preseason.
well, if you will, it's just out of district play. So it's
Hmm.
the first games. It's not in district, so it was like an hour away. So I had to drive an hour to the game.
That's just like the other side of Houston. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty much the other side of Houston. Yeah,
Is that far?
yeah, it's an hour.
Is
I
it?
mean,
Okay. Oh wow.
it's
Good God.
traffic. It's big city traffic.
that's no traffic. An hour.
You had to drive an hour to the game?
Yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're not playing.
I guess
sports.
that's almost like driving from my house to where I used to live in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Completely opposite ends of the metro.
It's 45 minutes without traffic, but so it
Yeah.
wasn't that bad. So it's about an hour away. But it's out of district. They only have like 3 non-district games, so
Hmm.
it's not that bad after these 3 games. And one of them's at home, so it's just 2 long drives.
Well, sorry I didn't go. So is that so Thursday night? What is that like? JV? Is that
It's
what it is,
JV,
or is
yeah,
it?
JV
Is it okay?
Yep.
So what does he play?
receiver.
Oh.
So he plays the
Good.
Z position, which is the
Oh,
receiver on the right hand side.
huh, right on, dude. Well, how's the team looking this year?
Their team?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, they need some work.
They need some work.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
lost our quarterback first game. Well, first game.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Lost him for the season.
Yeah, he dislocated his arm.
His throwing arm.
Yep.
You need it, dude. You need that
Tell
arm.
just pop
we
it back
didn't
in and
have a
tell him
back-
to deal
We
with
didn't
it.
have a backup. So
Did he rub any dirt on it? Oh, you don't have a backup quarterback?
no, they didn't have a backup.
Oh no.
Yeah. So they had to find somebody real quick. So the running back was playing quarterback for the last half of the game, the first one. So
It's a bummer, brother. Sorry, man.
but on to NFL.
On to NFL. Yeah, and we will cruise. I will say one thing. That house that you sent, 4-bed, 5-bath, 4,300 square feet. That thing is beautiful.
For half what you paid for where you're living now.
Oh, it's less than half.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, and it's double. It's more than double the size. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's if you came to my town, you would get it. It's
No.
a cute little, not hippie, but it's super beachy. I'm telling you, you could see the mountains right here, and you could see the ocean, right? I mean, it's right in the middle, and it's super close to. I mean, dude, bro, it's
California's nice. Yeah.
I understand.
It's nice. It is, but you
It's
know,
also crowded and super expensive.
But you get the views.
California is my town's only 14,000 people, so it's a smaller. It's for us, it's really small. So it's a small town. Santa Barbara's only 100,000 people, and it's dense. So you're right. It's crowded. I guess I don't know what really crowd. I mean, I came from like Orange County, too, and that's crowded. LA, that's crowded. Where I live it's pretty chill. It's beach people. They're in like Volkswagen buses, all beat up. It's pretty granola, but yes, sir. Love the house. Let's get on to NFL. So, is this your longest running league, or is 32?
Yeah, this is the first.
Okay.
This is the
Do you
baby.
have any?
The oldest
do you have
child, I
any
should say,
originals?
not the baby.
Mm-hmm.
The
Any
original
originals?
owners. I believe Todd
Wow, Todd.
and
I didn't know that.
hold on, let's go. Can I go back that far?
Did anyone do rankings or did we just do it Zach's
No,
way?
I did rankings.
You did? Okay, good.
I did league winners and waiver.
So
and
I
wild
did
card.
Okay.
I
Well, me
did
too.
division winners and wild card, and then I ranked the rest.
Dude, you're right. My division is tough. I need some help.
So
I need a
Todd,
backup quarterback. If anyone has a backup quarterback that's super cheap, like a Jimmy G type or something like that, Purdy type, I'm in the market for one.
Todd
Yeah,
and
I do as well.
Carmen
I don't
and
need you getting
Cole.
any better. Your team's solid. Cole's an original.
Yeah, Cole brought in Tom the following year,
Oh, fun.
or the year, or 2 years after,
Cole's
So-
our age, huh?
and I think that's it. Oh, Wes is OG as well.
Where's Wes been?
I don't know.
He fell off a couple years ago. What a dick. What are we in? AFC North, guys. All right. Give it to me, Adrian. Who you got in the North, my friend?
I have Cleveland
Yep.
number 1.
Dude, Jason K. Cleveland. Adrian,
hate
give
to
it to
do
me,
it.
brother.
I hate to do it.
I hate to do it.
Big head.
Because he doesn't boast as
Bigger
much
head
as
than he is.
Joe, but
He's
I
getting
like
there.
how Joe he's getting there. I know. He's got a ring, so he has some shoes to fill though.
He's
if
got
he
a
wants to
legit
get to
ring.
Joe level. He's you stinker. Hey, and I'm serious. I didn't think about it until I wrote it, but every single ring has an asterisk. Somewhere in the season, if something just barely didn't happen, and then paved the way to glory, every ring in fantasy football history has an asterisk. Although I did have one league with Jake, he went undefeated and then took the title. It was annoyingly impressive because he never let us. He actually called it the first game. It was pretty impressive, but yes, I have
Yes.
Jason K as well.
Yeah, and this division, I wasn't a fan of. I don't think his team is title contender.
Give it to me, Adrian. What's his team look like?
Well, he's got Lamar Jackson, and he's got my favorite, Damian Pierce, Dave Montgomery, and then he's got the chosen one I saw he picked up.
Yeah, he's a
He's
free
gonna be
agent now.
Yeah. AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, and Cortland Sutton ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's his tight end, he's got Evan Ingram. So
Now, Jason, does it
there.
kill you to know that you could have won the title without
I know.
Waddle? You could have kept Chase.
Without it does. It eats at me. But at least I got Waddle, which I do like, but yeah, it hurts. It does. It sucks because I didn't Chase would have done pretty much what Waddle did for me, which wasn't much. But Chase came back. That's what you're referring to. I know.
Well, I don't even refer
yeah.
to that. You still would have won without Waddle's points.
Yeah. No, thank you. If we could bring that up every other show, that'd be fun. That'd be neat. Yeah, that speaks to how his division is, because you're right. It's not a juggernaut. We'll talk about a couple of goodies, but the division in the North leaves little to be desired. Hopefully, I can poach one of their quarterbacks. Gino, I see. Derek Carr, Jimmy G, Pickett. I'll be shopping. All right, and I don't see anyone really on these guys' taxi squads either. Charbonnet's over on Bengals. Who's the Bengals? Nate. I don't know. Nate isn't very active, although we just traded. But all right,
Yeah,
Zachy,
he's
who
got a
you
lot of
got in
older
the
guys.
South? I know.
You got to rank them
Um,
1 through 4 or no?
No, I don't rank them 1 through 4.
Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah, we're just doing wild cards.
Yeah. Division winners and wild cards. So I've got the clear and obvious winner of this division, the weakest division in the league, as Jacksonville.
Yeah, quite easily. Give me your team, Adrian.
I got Josh Allen, and I got Case Keenum backing him up, so I'm real set there at my backup quarterback.
Yeah, I got
Then
Lance. So
So real quickly,
it
Renee
looks like I
just
got
messaged me and asked me how I won Gallup in 32 when her and I had the same bid. We both had $6 bid. The reason why I won is because it is based off of last year's standings, essentially. So 1 to 10 for the non-playoff teams. You know, whoever has the highest pick or the worst, the worst potential points for non-playoff teams, they're always going to have the tiebreaker. Then when you go to the playoffs, it's how the seedings go and then how the teams finish. So Renee actually beat me in the playoffs. So I had
So you
the
took it.
I had the like the 12 pick
Worst
or
seed.
whatever, and she would have been like the
Mhm.
13 pick. So that's the tiebreaker for the off season only. In season, it's based on your standings, seasonal standings.
Okay, now Adrian, keep going,
darn.
and Zachy, tell her that she should have just tuned into the show. I already told her we're filming. Oh, maybe she
Right.
is tuning in, but she didn't comment on the.
Correct.
thing.
No, it's just
You can hit her
she
in
sent me a
DM.
message and
Yeah.
So
All right, who you got?
Cam Akers, Ramondre Stevenson, running backs, and then receivers, Amon-Ra, Godwin, either Marquise Brown or Johan Dotson, and then I got the Muth as my tight end.
Yeah, did you not say Amon-Ra? Or
he
did you
did.
already?
He said
Yeah,
Oh, you
Amon-Ra
did.
first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you call him? What did you call him? Johan?
Who?
Jahan Dotson? How did you name? What did you call him?
I don't know. Johan, maybe from the
Did
south.
you call him Johan? Fun. Yeah.
And he's got Musgrave there
Jeffrey
too.
Wilson. Yeah, Jeffrey Wilson was a bummer because you might have needed him. But yeah, the South is rough.
You know, you could get
All
like
right.
2 first-round picks for Musgrave, right?
Dude.
I got it off of Joe.
Dude, Joe, he tries to convince us that was good. That was not a good trade. A first-round draft pick for Musgrave and a non-tight end premium. What's he going to do with that? He better be Pitts.
He's a homer.
Rookie year Pitts.
That's it. It's a homer move.
But how is it good?
It doesn't have to be good. It's you get your homer guy.
Oh, it should have been good.
Yep. He'll pay more for a homer guy.
Hey, although the Colts do have Troy
should not. I asked him if he would, and he said he probably would. But I think he should keep his guys on the taxi. Just one more year.
Why?
If he's not going to trade and get better, then he has Jared Goff.
Try to move
fine.
Hopkins. Try to move Goff.
Yeah, but look, he's got Brees.
$65.
Brees, Bijan,
Someone might
and
need
Gibbs.
him. Someone might be able to fit him.
Brees, Bijan, and Gibbs.
Yes, in a one running back league where you could start all three.
Right. And only two. So he could
have Caleb Williams.
Goff, Brees, and then Hopkins,
Which
DJ
Brees is
Moore.
hurt right now, right?
No, he's fine.
No,
He'll
he's
be
back.
playing. He's running hard. I
Is
need
he?
you to study. I need you to study.
Well,
And then Gibbs, Bijan, Sam Laporta, Anthony Richardson. He's got Anthony Richardson. He doesn't even need Goff. You know what? He needs to promote and compete.
I
Unless he's gonna trade around. If he's just gonna let this sit idle, what
well,
the hell
no,
are you
no,
waiting for?
he needs to move some of these pieces.
But is he? How often are we talking
I
about a
don't
Troy
know.
trade?
Like that's the
That's right.
thing is,
He
if
does.
I was him, I'd keep those guys on taxi.
Why? I mean, he's already going to
I
get
don't know
points.
why.
He's not going to get the 101 with the roster.
He can.
Well, he
He's not going to
could
get rid
if
of Goddard, right? He's not going to get rid of Moore. The only one that he would probably get rid of is Hopkins. That's not going to be that
Yeah,
many
he
points.
might not.
You
He
get
might
rid of
not even
Hopkins, you
need
get
to
rid of
get.
Goff.
I mean, look at the guy to the left of him. He's pretty much going to get 101.
Well, I have Houston as 101, and I have
Yeah.
Indy. Little spoiler here is 102.
Indy has
You guys-
102?
Yeah.
No, not with that roster.
Indy?
With what he has starting right now, yes, he's 102.
Okay, with what he has starting right now, it's not great because he's going to have to start how many? 8.
7,
So he's
right?
It's only 7.
Hold on, I can never remember since we changed it up. 2, 3, 4,
7.
6, 7. Yep.
Only 7. Hey, Zachy, we might need to bump that next year.
No, well,
So 7.
we bumped it
1,
this year already.
Yeah, because of
2,
defenses.
3, 4, 5. So I mean, I don't know. He's going to be 105 or so.
Yeah.
It
No,
just depends if they stay healthy.
I just say
I
go
wonder
for it.
what he's going to do.
Go for it. Don't be scared. Go for it.
I think he should too.
Yeah.
Personally,
That's the fun. That's the fun of it.
I don't think these conferences are that good because I mean the powerhouse teams, which we haven't even gotten to powerhouse teams, right? Adrian's team, it's good, not a powerhouse. Cleveland, Jason
we're
K's
getting ready
team.
to get to the powerhouse division with the powerhouse teams.
Right, but a couple false moves. My team, you and I don't have me winning my division, but it's pretty good. But I mean, I don't have a backup quarterback. I'm suspect at running back. I mean, Miami though. Let's go into that league, that division.
I think we're all probably going to say Miami.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian's.
Ooh.
Hold
on, let me guess.
What? I have you.
I don't know. You have me, huh?
Yeah.
No,
number 1.
his running backs are too weak.
No.
He is freaking stacked at wide receiver. I will.
How are you saying his running backs weak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're not, but they're not powerhousey, right? Alexander Madison, Dalvin Cook, Gibson. No one's scared of that. But
That's not sexy
7,
when you look at Barkley, ETN, and Swift.
I know. I'm
Swift,
with you. And yeah,
Swift just has to be a
hey,
bye week guy.
Don't start loving Swift
Gibson.
now. Adrian and I like Gibson a lot.
Especially in that offense, and he's gonna be a PPR running back.
He sure should be. But Carmen's wide receivers, without even saying Jerry Jeudy, he's got Deontay, Debo, and Garrett Wilson starting.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And he has
sweet.
Kittle.
And he's got Kittle. Yeah, and he's got Chig. And he's got some firepower to actually trade. CJ Stroud, he can get a good player. Sam Howell, he can get a good player, right? Even if it's a Christian Kirk type player, which would be super underselling, but he could get you 1,000 yards, and no one's going to be 900 yards. No one's going to be super surprised. Mingo, not sure where he's going to be.
I could see him winning. Yeah, but it was real
yeah,
close.
Yeah, and he doesn't trade a ton.
Whoever doesn't win is going to get the wild card.
Yep,
for sure.
I think so too, and I think it comes down to just the conference isn't super scary, right?
I've actually got both wild cards from this division.
Who else? Oh, I guess you can tell us after, but I'm guessing. I mean, look at the quarterbacks all in this division: Burrow, Lawrence, Herbert, Fields. That sucks. We all have to play each other twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's mean.
And you got Hal and Stroud on the freaking bench in this
I
division.
know. That's what I said. Those are good. That's firepower. If you're desperate, you can sell them on the cheap. Which, even though they're
He won't sell them on
quarterbacks
the
and
cheap. He's been on quarterbacks for a long time as well.
yeah, I
He's
know
just not vocal.
You get to week 11 and Garrett Wilson goes down, you're gonna sell him for what you can get.
Well, he's got. I mean, he has to have a backup quarterback too. He's got one of those guys getting promoted.
Yeah, you're right. That's very true. I wonder if he would sell me one of them.
Oh, if I was him and I was going to sell you one, you're paying for it.
Yeah, I inquired about Howell, and he likes Howell.
Yeah,
I'm sure he likes
I like
Stroud.
Howell too.
But I'm making you pay a premium just because you're in my division.
Yeah, you're right. But look at my squad is very thin, guys. I need no division. I mean, I need no injuries.
Correct,
One division injuries can happen.
we're assuming no injuries when we're doing this.
Oh no, I'm just talking about that I'm nervous about my team in
No,
general.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. I'm nervous on my team as well because I feel like I'm a little thin.
It might come down to just luck of bye weeks. I mean, he's got week 9. He's going to hurt because
But that's not
Lawrence
in the
and
division. So
is that not in the division?
no.
Okay.
10, 11,
Well, that's
12
nice
is your
for him.
division.
Oh, 10, 11. Okay. Yeah, I have no backups. I'm quite thin. Don't worry, I've got Jacoby Myers. But okay, Carmen, yes. Great squad, dude. That to me, that's a powerhouse squad. Killer, top quarterback, deep at running back, deep. He's got 4 nice wide receivers, top tier tight end, and then he's got firepower on taxi.
I'm just hoping you guys play each other in the playoffs and I can avoid at least one of you.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting my hopes up. We'll see. I wish I had the Burrow Chase stack, but we could talk about that on the next episode for our annual. Okay, so AFC West. Adrian, who you got?
I have Zachy Boy.
Yep. Zachy Bear is who I got. Why? What's he got on his team?
He has this guy called Mahomes,
Yeah.
something like that. Eckler,
Yeah.
McCaffrey. Wow.
Yeah.
Diggs, Drake.
Yeah. Thankfully, nothing else behind him.
Yeah.
But then he's got
another receiver.
Trust me, I've tried. No one wants to give away a decent receiver.
Well, nobody's going to give him away. But
well, you know what I mean. Like
do you have picks?
I have a receiver you can have, but you haven't come with any offer, at least any strong offer.
You're not giving up anything. You can't afford to.
Why not?
Well, because you got to compete. Hey, what are we thinking about Mechie this year? How's he looking?
He's going to be a slot, so he won't be in there. He'll be in a 3 wide. So it's going to be Woods and Nico.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Nico's looking good.
Yeah.
So I've got to try to pick someone up later in the season. That's what I'm going to have to do.
You have to be better on the waiver wire. However good you are, you have to be better.
You understand this league here has the least amount of players on the waiver wire.
I know. I looked today.
It is god awful because we have 10 freaking taxi squad spots.
So could we change that in the off-season?
I would love to, but I can't. I've tried to change it multiple times and it's been heavily voted down every time.
What happened to Hitler Zach?
He never existed.
I like him. We see him. He's here with us. And I know you typically take votes but use your dictator powers and just say, hey guys, we're changing in 2 years. Get ready. You did that with kickers and defense. You gave us way advance notice.
It was also voted on.
There ain't no Tater.
Yeah, but we kept
his name.
voting though. We haven't kept vote. We're not voting for this. We kept voting for kickers and defense, and finally it got passed. But you got a good squad. It's better than my team, that's for sure.
So, all right. So we've already said we've got you or Miami, whoever doesn't win the division, in the wild card.
There's a wild card. Mm-hmm.
Who do you have as your first wild card, Jason?
Well, me or Miami.
Okay.
But besides that,
who's the second wild card?
Adrian, say yours.
I have Denver.
I have the Jets.
I do too. Jets.
Denver's my bubble team.
What was Denver? Say Denver's, Adrian.
We got Tua, Chubb, Jacobs, Jamal Williams. That's pretty solid there. Assuming Tua stays healthy. He does have Stafford to back him up. Then he's got Higgins and Cup and Rondale Moore, Josh Palmer, Darren Waller.
I'll say the Jets. That is Jeremy's team.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, Derrick Henry, James Conner, Kenneth Walker, Olave, Ridley, Thielen, or someone else. I'm not sure who else will be the quarterback, the receiver. And then Noah Fant. Does he have anyone here? Oh, Dubs. Oh, Dulcich. Thought so. But he'll probably promote Dulcich. But that's a great squad. Half PPR, a 16-team half PPR. These running backs, man. If you have a nice deep running back room, even though it's start one, that gives you a nice fat edge because you can start three.
Right.
Henry, he only has 3 running backs, and they're all solid producers.
And no bye week issues.
Not that I could see. I mean,
Olave
it's
and Juju.
nice.
It's better.
Yeah, yes, Juju. There we go. I missed Juju. So he'll probably go Olave, Ridley, Juju. Thielen, in best ball, I wonder what Mike's been doing with Thielen. But end of drafts, best ball drafts, I've been drafting so much Thielen.
Look at that salary. 50.
I know.
Ouch.
Yeah, but he's at 293. This is why, I talked about the force, and I put in the forced salary increase rule, is because we've got teams with these terrible, terrible salaries in this really old league, but are still just fine under the cap. It's not an issue anymore for the most part in this league.
Right.
Hi, Zoe and Olive. Oh, they can't hear us. Can't hear me.
Hello. Oh, you're muted.
He's muted. But
oh, there we go. That's Adrian, and then that's Zachy. What did you say, Zach?
I said hi, Olive and Zoe.
Hi. Here.
Have a good night.
Right over here.
Yep.
Okay. Here, kisses. Let me mute. Say goodnight.
Night.
Good night.
Good night. Let me just mute real quick. All right, one sec, guys.
Sorry, all that cuteness kind of distracted me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cap hasn't been an issue yet.
Cap's not really an issue in this league much anymore, and like part of me wanted to just say, you know what, guys, let's just redo it all. Let's just start over from scratch, redraft from, start up again. But I'm like, I can't do that.
That might be fun though.
It might be fun, but that's why we start a new league. Yeah. I like too many people have put too much in potentially a 2-3 year rebuild to say, you know what, forget all that work that you did. We're gonna start over from scratch. So instead,
have to be 100%.
Instead, sure. let's actually put a rule in to make sure that we have salary increases that make sense.
What were you guys saying?
We're talking about how he's he's 7 under the cap. He's got a $50 Adam Thielen, and it's not really an issue in this league because the salaries over the years have just slowly come down, and down because we don't have, you know, if someone like Mahomes gets put on the waivers and someone bids $121 on him, well, that's cool and all, but if he's the number 1 quarterback every year, or Burrow's the number 1 quarterback and he's already in the top X, he's not getting a salary increase. So that
Right.
$121 salary on Mahomes doesn't affect future salaries of anyone else really.
Right.
And we're not having the salary increases that we need to have.
Do you ever think of just saying, here's our league, we're going to switch it to or incorporate an empire situation to where we have 2 winners in a row, same winner 2 years in a row, and we nuke it, we draft again, just to kind of keep things fresh and keep owners fresh. That gives kind of the owners the situation to where they can say, hey guys, it's been fun, but you know, I'm kind of moving on. That was super fun, but I don't really feel like, or you just keep it fresh. Hey, now we're redoing the settings. We're nuking this league. Congratulations. This was awesome. We'll put it on the trophy case. We'll move on. Anything like that?
No.
Just keep it going.
I mean, so like I was saying, like someone might spend 2 or 3 years paying that money, knowing they're not going to win because they're trying to rebuild and they're building for that future, and just to say, you know what, those last 3 years, they don't matter. Redo it all.
But that's kind of at this stage in the game, you know, you can implement that. No, one could implement that, and it's still the situation to where it's all right. Now I need to ramp this puppy up and start trying to compete, or at least play spoiler so the league isn't nuked. I really like the empire type situation. It keeps people from punting as much. And it keeps it a little bit more fresh, and it keeps the people engaged. And whoever isn't engaged.
See, I don't think that many people punt that often. If you go to try a trade, like I tried to trade, I don't know, like week 6 on in both leagues, trying to get a running back or trying to get a wide receiver, and everyone I talk to is, I'm competing. I think I can make the playoffs. I can't give up this piece. And the bad teams that are punting don't have any good players to take from.
Yeah.
So
I like to keep things I like to try to find ways of keeping leagues from going stale is all.
Well, and that's why I put in the new rule where, you know, if you're over, since we are allowing 2 years no matter what, and you can go over the 4 year, where you're now going to pay a luxury tax, essentially. I can't remember what I called it, but you know, if you're after the rollover, unless you were just a holdout, but after the rollover, you know, Joe Burrow's got 7 years left. He's at $60. Well, his salary now at the start of that next year is going to go up 12 or 13%.
Right. Yeah, and I love it. Thanks for keeping it fresh and making sure to keep on the settings and ways for them to not either grow stale or us finding errors during the season. We say, shit, we didn't think of that.
Same with same reason why I put in the new rule with franchise tags. You can no longer restricted free agent after franchise. If you franchise tag a player, if you run out of tags or extension years, they go to the free agency. So those nicer players that get tagged for a few years and then they get put in RFA and they stay on the same team, but no one wants to give up that first or second, so the bid doesn't get up. Well, now that they're free game for everyone, no one has to give up a pick. There's going to be more action on those players.
These leagues are so complicated. I don't know how you keep it straight. NFC North, people. Adrian,
All right.
who you got in the North?
I have Detroit.
Oh, how about that? All right, tell me who's in Detroit.
We have Sam Howell or Watson.
No, what? Sam Howell or Watson?
Or Watson or even
Yeah.
Baker.
Oh God,
Jeez.
you don't think so? Who would you start there? I swear to God.
I would probably start.
You have
I
to
guess
start
depend on
Watson.
matchup, I think.
You dick.
I think you have to start Watson and hope that he is a shell of a, or not a shell, but is
An
some
image of
form of,
himself.
his
Yeah.
former self. He
Sure.
does also has Richardson on the taxi as well.
He does. Yeah,
Yes.
no, I liked his team as well. I didn't have him winning the division. Who else
Nope.
has he got on his roster?
Who do you have?
Go ahead and finish up the roster.
Okay, we
Yeah.
have Etienne and Damian Pierce, solid.
Mhm.
Godwin, Justin Jefferson. Do I need to say any more? Curtis
know.
Samuel as a, flex, and then a league winner in Njoku. He's got the Njoku Watson stack.
Yeah, he does.
He has no tight
Yeah.
end for week 5.
Yeah, he does. I like Anthony Richardson coming off, but yeah, he'll need to do something at tight end. I have the Bears. He's got Lamar, Joe Mixon. Kind of sucky there. Do I have the Bears? Is that who I have?
There's no way you have the Bears. You really?
No. I
They also have
apologize.
Minnesota.
I have the Vikings. I have the
Okay,
Vikings.
I'm sitting here
I'm
like
sorry.
it
I'm
cannot
sorry.
be the Bears. There's no way.
That was my fault.
Minnesota is my pick
Yeah,
as well.
Minnesota.
But Minnesota, what do they have as far as receivers?
Brandon Cooks, Terry McLaurin. It's pretty suspect. But Michael Mayer.
But
no one really
Eckler,
on
Jacobs,
Texas. That was the
You
kicker.
need receivers.
He'll need to do something, but Dak, Eckler, Jacobs, and then yes, the receivers are not good. Cooks, Gallup. I don't know. Is Gallup even playing football anymore? Terry McLaurin,
He's
which
behind
he's rough.
Cooks, so
And then Kelsey. The thing is you're kind of picking between a sucky division anyway, right? There's no real knockout punches. I mean, you just listed a team where, a league where you listed Sam Howell first.
I've got
Right.
Green Bay and Chicago. Green Bay is the worst team in the conference, and Chicago is the 4th worst team.
Yeah, not good. So if you've got the 1st and 4th worst, your Lions wasn't that good.
Now I have Detroit as a wild card,
And so,
and I think
I'm seeing that
it's going to
speaks
come
the
down to their
conference.
head-to-heads.
That speaks more to the conference and less to the team, right? I mean, this is poopy. But Austin Eckler and Jacobs, that he with Dak and Kelsey could carry him, right?
also could Jefferson and Godwin, and Etienne and Pierce.
Yeah, I'll take Minnesota's Austin Eckler and Jacobs.
Yeah,
and no receivers.
Dak over Washington
and Kelsey.
Jefferson.
Crazy.
And Kelsey, yes, but right there, those two rooms, the quarterback and running back room. Although he does have Etienne and Pierce. You know what? You're selling me on it a little bit more, but I don't love it.
Howell with the new offense and with his
and he runs.
He does,
and he's kind of got some swag too.
And I don't think, Tom's a 4 or 5-time winner through the leagues.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah. He's. I don't think he's gonna, and I don't know if he could be trying to trade right now for wide receiver.
I don't know if I've ever received I don't know. Am I? Maybe I'm not.
You're not in his. You're not in any conferences with him. He's Minnesota in 32 as well.
Not there either.
And then is he in GA?
I feel like he's in JB too.
I used to talk to Tom all the time. We text every day. And then when I created, no, I didn't create Discord, but when I created our Discord server, that kind of went away. And
Now, is this Tom Bradner?
Weird.
he's Dallas and GA, so he's
Yeah,
not in
Bradner.
JB.
So
He's not in
that's
JV.
Justin's friend? Tom?
Yeah, it's actually
Coworker or whatever?
Tom brought Justin in.
Mhm.
Oh, gotcha.
Mhm.
Cole brought Tom in. Tom brought Justin in.
And then we never leave. Yeah, the NFC North is pretty rough. But I mean, you got a wild card in there. I should just say the NFC is pretty rough. All right, listen. NFC South. Zach, who you got?
I just wanted to mention
Bucks.
I don't have a wild card coming from that one. So we'll talk about that later.
I got the Bucks.
Yeah, me too.
Very
Casey's got a good
handedly.
squad.
Me
Yeah,
three.
me too. Tell me who it is, Zachy boy.
Josh Allen, Barkley, Singletary, Chase, Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Mark Andrews. Like,
Did you
I've
say
got
Singletary?
him. He's the backup. He's the backup.
Awesome.
I mean, he's only going to start one running back.
Right. Yeah.
Clearly, like, he's going to start.
Singletary.
Um,
Got it.
so I mean, I think he's probably my odds-on favorite to win the NFC.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was gonna say. He's got a good team,
Pretty strong.
and he's got Singletary. So I mean, okay. So we all have the Bucks.
I mean,
Adrian?
or not Jason. Adrian really wanted Singletary, so he must be good.
Well, because I have Pierce only. And you wouldn't give him up. A third? Really?
No,
You wouldn't give him up for a third? Well, at that
no, I
point,
needed
you
him on.
kinda-
I need him on my team.
Why?
kinda-
To get what? 3 points a week?
Actually, Adrian, why would you take a third for Singletary when you're competing though? Why wouldn't you just keep Singletary? You get it.
Why? I mean, I
A
don't know.
third does nothing. I've told
Well,
you a million times.
I know you
Thirds
don't
and
take
fours
thirds or fourths. Yeah.
don't do anything.
I'm not
They
gonna
don't.
give you a
They don't.
second.
They don't even give you like
not worth a
a mini chub at all. Like, not even a tingle.
It goes the opposite way.
He's not worth a
Vagina.
second.
You have a vagina. If you have, listen, this is what it is. I have to. You got to just tell people. In theory, like in the off season, maybe I'll take a third, clear some cap space, but the third isn't going to produce any points to me, and I can't really buy anything with it. So
Just
you
pick
get
up
it.
a roster spot. He could promote somebody from his taxi.
Hey, listen, Braxton. We don't want your third for Singletary. You don't want a third for Singletary. How about when Braxton was trying to sell me like what that I'm losing my mind for not giving
my
away
power's going out. A second.
your power?
He could have cantered with 2 thirds, and I would have paid it. But he doesn't do thirds or fourths.
Well,
I'm
what
not
are
paying a second.
thirds? What are thirds? Hey, listen, you wouldn't even take Elijah Moore for A-Chain.
Right, because I like A-Chain. And I think A-Chain is
We
gonna
love
be
Singletary.
relevant.
Who
Relevant.
doesn't love Singletary?
Not now, not on this team. Unless Damian Pierce gets hurt, then he's relevant.
Why do you want your backup anyway, though? These are
'Cause
short rosters.
I'm hurting on running backs.
Yeah, but he's your backup.
If I get hurt. But if he gets hurt, I'll have my fill-in.
What about a second? Would you take a second, Zach?
No. I won't give a second for it.
I mean, why would I give up Singletary for a
You would
third?
give
It's
him up for a second.
$8.
You give him up for a second, though,
Yeah,
right?
because then I just promote Pacheco.
See? He's got Pacheco and he's complaining.
I'm
You
not
could at
complaining.
least-
I'm just telling you, I don't want a third. A third doesn't move the needle for me.
You could at least counter because
So
then
yeah.
at least then you have something to say. You say, "Hey, no thanks. I'll sell him a second."
That
And
was
then
my
put it on
counter.
the
He knows I
trade
don't want a
partner.
third. So what's that mean?
No,
Okay, a
It's not
second
for
will do
him.
it.
It's not for your trade partner to counter themselves. You counter them. That's all. We have to teach people.
But
You
there's
don't
no
even-
point
there's
because
no
I know
reasoning.
he already said he's not giving up a second.
Who would you rather have on your
You didn't know
roster?
that until today.
Who would you
No, I
rather have
knew
on
he
your
was-
roster? Singletary
No,
or
you didn't
or
know that.
Pacheco?
I could have them both.
You don't have room.
I could drop Van Jefferson in a heartbeat.
What? You're
Why?
gonna drop Van Jefferson?
Just trade them to me.
I'm just
Trade them
saying.
both, and then maybe I'll give you a second. Maybe. I don't have
NFC
room either.
East. All you have to do is counter. That says everything. Then the person can't really say anything. Like Adrian didn't even counter me on the A-Chain thing. He could have
I just
countered anything, and that it may have
No.
happened until the itty bitty baby boy decided he wanted to get hurt. and
NFC
lit up
East.
by a NFC East. Let me go first. I'll go first. I have Ryan. Hey, I've talked about Ryan as a division winner.
Is that Washington?
Yeah.
That's Washington.
Ryan's Washington. Washington's Ryan's. He's got Jared Goff or Aaron Jones. Nope. Aaron Rodgers. My fault. And I think that's perfectly fine. I think they could finish just fine. Excuse me. Then he's got Pollard, A.J. Dillon, Ramondre Stevenson, DeAndre Swift, Marquise Brown, Olave, Waddle, Goddard, Christian Watson on taxi. Solid team. Hey, it only took him like 6 years to build a solid team.
Kincaid. That's nice.
And Kincaid.
Yep.
Who doesn't love Kincaid? Hey, I got a question. Keeper question. Would you keep Pitts for a third or Kincaid for a seventh? You also got to play them, and they would be my best tight end.
Well, if you do Kincaid, you're probably not going for it. Although Pitts hasn't been too good either. So I would probably
And
go with
I mean, I think you've got to go Kincaid just
Yeah.
because of the value. If they turn out to be about the same,
I know.
tight
and
end
you're-
premium.
seventh
No.
rounder versus a third rounder.
Kincaid.
I know.
Like I don't like Pitts at the third round.
I know. It's a 6-keeper league, though, so everything's pushed up.
I
Six
still don't like
keeper
Pitts in the third. Would
I
you
don't
draft
love it
Pitts in the
either.
third
No.
ever?
Oh no.
Okay, so
No,
there's
no.
your answer.
Well, no, that's not. It's tougher than that because when you have 6 keepers already on the board, everything's pushed up. I had to also take Herbert in the third when Herbert in redraft goes in the 5th or 6th or whatever. So everything's getting pushed up. So there was really no high-powered names. Everything goes quicker, but I think you're right, guys. I think I'm going to take the deal. He offered it to me, and I think it's just silly not to. But thank you. All right. Now, yes, we got Ryan taking the East.
I've got the Giants. That's Wes.
Oh, they were
have-
my wild card.
I have Ryan as well.
You have Ryan. Well, you're a smart person. Tell me who's on the Cowboys. Oh, you said
Giants.
Giants.
I have them as a wild card as well.
Burrow, McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker III, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk.
Mhm.
Nobody at tight end.
Mhm.
Just needs to fix his tight end.
Although I keep hearing whispers in the bushes talking about Juwan Johnson.
Yes.
And Derek Carr loves the tight end, and he's very serviceable.
I mean, and that could be a breakout type of
situation. Yeah.
situation, and then he's really good if he
Yeah.
breaks out.
Look how much his contract for Tyreek's contract is. $96. Wow. Is that a RFA situation?
I believe that was RFA this year because he's got a 4-year contract. So
And he's got Damian Pierce, and he's got Donta Foreman, and he's got Raheem Mostert.
he does not have Damian Pierce. That's Damian Harris.
I apologize.
How dare you? How dare you?
Damian, yeah. I'm semi-quite interested. Semi-quiet. That didn't make sense.
Okay,
I'm
so
semi-interested in Damian Harris this year.
you both had Washington. I've got the Giants.
Yeah. NFC West. I'll go. No, you go. Zaki.
I'm going to assume this is going to be unanimous.
Yeah.
The Ash Hole is going to take this one down as well.
Oh no.
Really?
I do.
No, I have Ash as the other wild card. But And here's the kicker. I have Tony's Rams. Okay. They both trade
Wow.
not as much, but Ash is going to have to do something with Jonathan Taylor. I like that he has Elijah Mitchell. So the Seahawks.
He doesn't
Ash's
have to
team.
do anything with Jonathan Taylor. He's got David Montgomery for the first 4 weeks.
I think he does, and I think he will do something with Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is going to be that. I'm telling you, there's pride in this situation, and that's not good. These kids are idiots. I don't know why they're holding out, unless he's just pissed. Yes, like Jonathan, like Jacobs was pissed, then he signed. Saquon was not happy, he signed. Jonathan, maybe Taylor would have signed. I don't know, but when the GM comes out or the owner comes out, already saying he's not getting a contract, that's scary. So pride is on the line, but he's also pissed, and he may be hurt. So he's got Hurts, Elijah Mitchell, David Montgomery, Brian Robinson, Jonathan Taylor. It's a fine, serviceable running back room. It still sucks, right? It's still going to be hurting. That's going to lose you games, right? If the wrong quarterback in their running back in their backfield is getting more carries or the high value touches, right? Between David Montgomery, Elijah Mitchell, Brian Robinson. If their other guy who's really good, first guy in front of him maybe, is putting in work, that's gonna hurt. He can only start how many? He could start four wide receivers, I think, and he's gonna need to. London, Pickens, Debo, Amon-Ra. That's potent, and then he's got Kittle. So I get it. He can promote Tank Bigsby too and Roshan if he needs to.
So how Zach, how do you pick teams to win that have no receivers?
What do you mean no receivers?
I think he picked Ash.
I picked Ash.
Oh, who picked? Who
I
you
did.
picked? You picked the Rams?
I did.
Which is why I said I thought we were going to be unanimous with Ash.
You're right.
And then Jason's like, nope.
So what was I thinking?
I don't know.
Oh, Bijan, Javonte, Tua, T. Higgins, Elijah Moore, Pitts.
Yeah. It's the Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
I honestly was getting ready to say that. He loves Elijah Moore.
I do. Watch, guys. Hey, I swear to God, Elijah Moore is going to knock your socks off this year.
Knock your socks off 150 points? Like double what he did last year? Or knock your socks off like top 15?
That's rude. Yeah, no, it's Ash.
So, and I got Arizona winning the wild card.
It's
I
Ash.
do not have Arizona in the wild card. So my wild cards.
But I don't know why either.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, I'm going to pivot.
My wild cards are Carolina and Detroit.
And I had Carolina. Give me who Carolina is.
Herbert, Chubb, Gibson, which you guys already said how much you love Gibson.
I do.
Lockett, Pittman, Ridley, Juju, and Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, I like it. Sky Moore. I might look to promote him and start him over Juju.
Nah, come on now. Don't be silly.
If he's the number 2 wide receiver, I don't see.
If who's the number 2 wide receiver?
Sky Moore.
And you're
Sky Moore's the number 1 wide receiver.
Instead of Juju.
I know, but if he's even the number 2 wide receiver and 2 or 3 wide receiver sets, I know Kelsey can't get everything, right? He's going to try, but I mean, ask the KC guy. But right now, we're seeing a lot of buzz around Sky Moore.
But he's a slot.
PPR. I mean, what if he gets 6?
Walker was a slot.
Who?
Welker.
Justin Jefferson was a slot. Lamb was a slot. A lot of these guys start as a slot, but
yeah.
And
the classification of wide receiver 1 is not usually a slot.
Garrett Wilson was a slot. I mean, yeah, Garrett Wilson. Amon-Ra's a slot. We could go on and on. Hunter Renfrow, right?
Who?
The number 1 receiver in Oakland, right? Or Las Vegas.
I still like that kid so much, dude. He's so
He's
fun to
available
watch.
in JB.
All right, so I had Carolina and Detroit. Jason, who do you have for wild card?
Well, I did have Ash and the Giants, but I probably would go with Arizona. Arizona is.
I like the Carolina wild card in New York.
No, who was it? Damn it. Yeah, Carolina's solid. I'm into it.
My bubble team is the Rams.
There again, no receivers.
I know.
How's that a bubble team?
I don't know
Needs to
what I saw
trade.
in them that I really liked.
You just didn't get past the running backs.
Oh, he's got Justin Ross. Just kidding. Yeah, Jameson Williams could help him later in the year.
Renfro, you said Renfro, right?
Renfro's in there. Yeah, I guess I liked his receivers enough. If even one of his rookie wide receivers, second round wide receiver picks hit, I think Bijan. Oh, and then Alvin Kamara. We can't forget Alvin Kamara. He's only going to be gone 3 games. Alvin Kamara, Bijan, Javonte Williams. It's serviceable. You know what? I'm liking it a lot less as I look at it.
So
To be honest.
does he have picks in this league too? Oh, I guess we don't know.
I can
We're
look
in
real fast.
AFC.
Oh, that's what it
I
was.
didn't
It
know if
wasn't Arizona. It was the 49ers.
Future draft picks.
Even then, I wasn't super stoked about it.
I just didn't know if he was doing what he was doing in JB.
He's got San Francisco's, and he has his own. So he's got 2 2024 first rounders.
That's Tony we know.
He needs to
Well,
trade.
no, that's not the Tony we know because he should have like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but that's only the JB Tony. Tony,
Yeah.
he
No,
likes picks, but
that's he was even like that in GA too, but he traded several of them.
he made a pretty good run in GA too last year.
So my rankings, we didn't actually go over those. 10 to 1, 10 being the bubble and 1 being the number 1 seed. AFC in the order, I've got Denver, Cincinnati, New England, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Vegas, Chargers, Baltimore, Indy, and Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And the NFC, I've got Rams, Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, Arizona, Saints, Chicago, Philly, San Francisco, and Green Bay.
Green Bay, boy,
Yeah, right here.
Oh my God, who is responsible for this? Dave, what in the?
He took this team over this
yeah.
year.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, this year.
Who left?
I can't remember. I think this might have been Kevin that I kicked out for not paying by the
Did you?
deadline.
Good job. That's how you do it, dude. Yeah, I think we need to I don't know, inject a little bit of life in these because there's a lot of real crummy teams.
So if I'm him, I'm definitely not promoting Gibbs or JSN.
He won't
at all. They're gonna all sit on the taxi this year, and
this is a couple year rebuild, and he'll be fine. He'll have fun with it. You know what? Personally, I would probably sell Gibbs. I would keep A-Chain. I mean, I would keep. Yeah, right. I would keep JSN. I would sell Jahmyr Gibbs. I'd sell Gibbs right now.
Well, it depends if he has picks already. Maybe he sold some players off and got picks.
I haven't seen any trades come through for him.
I know he did. He did some moves when he first took the team over. Because I know he was excited about it.
Oh,
I was excited for him.
What kind of picks does he have?
He only has his pick.
Okay. Yeah, I'd sell Gibbs for a haul right now because he's not competing anytime soon.
I mean, if someone's willing to give him a haul, maybe depending on the haul. But
Half PPR?
no one. Let's see. First round picks. Seattle.
Oh, I don't want just picks though.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm just looking at like first round pick firepower. Seattle has
No.
3 picks.
You stay super patient with it. You're not just taking picks for Gibbs. You wait until like Amon-Ra goes down. You wait until Garrett Wilson. You're waiting until one of these guys go down and you pick up a wide receiver. You sit pretty. That's
Okay,
what
yeah.
I'm doing.
If you're getting something like that,
I don't think anybody's going to get rid of a Wilson or a
Bro,
St. Brown if they
you
go down.
stare down week 12 and you got a great team and your number one receiver goes down. Jameer Gibbs is doing well.
all right. So if you're Seattle, if you're Ash,
finding a package.
if you're
Yeah.
Ash, do you give JT and a first
agree.
for Gibbs?
I'd take JT in a first for Gibbs. Sure, why not?
No, I'm saying like, would you?
Would I give that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough give.
I would. I would do that personally, yes, because his team's going to be a later first, and I don't want the stress of JT. Yes, easily I'm thinking about it more easily.
What if he doesn't want the Seattle pick? What if he wants one of the other 2 picks that he has?
No, I mean I don't want to. I wouldn't be silly about it, but if it was a mid first and JT, I'm thinking hard about it.
Would Ash do that?
I probably wouldn't do it in preseason. I would wait.
I think
probably
Ash
until
will-
week 4.
Ash will definitely wait to see what happens with JT before he sells JT.
That's why I would wait until week 4 or 5, I guess it is, after pup.
I don't care wait or not. Ash is not going to give up JT in a first for Gibbs. I guarantee it.
Guys, we're not talking about just a rookie running practice. We're not talking about just a rookie running back. We're talking about a top 12 pick. You look at the history of top 12 running backs in NFL. These are mind-blowing producers. I know hype. Hey, you promote hype.
He's not even
when
the
it's
RB1
suitable for you.
He is to the
Or
RB1.
No, he is. There's no RB1 there. There's a committee.
Right.
And if Jameer Gibbs gets 150 carries and 70 targets, which won't be too tough.
Guess what happened in 2017 in New Orleans? Who was the workhorse running back?
Jonathan Taylor is still Jonathan Taylor when he gets back.
It doesn't matter.
You're saying JT and a first? Do you know who Ash is? Have you met Ash?
And Ash will give up when he needs to make a move. He will overpay a little bit to make that move. He gave me the 4th overall pick for Daniel Jones when Daniel Jones was just a scrub.
He likes to bank on players.
That's probably a good choice too.
Yes. Just because they're not good now, he sees potential in the future.
And guys,
that's what he goes for.
You have to weigh everything as well. His salary is really sexy right now. He's easy to fit and he gets nimble with his salary. Jameer Gibbs also has a really good offense. He's got a really good offensive line. If by week 4 they're static, he's going to be so pissed off about, do I start him? When do I start him? Is he going to go down with a hamstring and not have to even verify or confirm that it's even an injury, but he's just going to stick it to the man? What's his salary? 40?
44.
44. So 44 or 15. These are salary leagues. We're not just trading JT in a first in a regular non-salary league. This creates flexibility at the position in the roster.
I think
so. It's much more than that. JT, great next year. He's trying to win this year, and Jameer Gibbs is going to be great next year too. I don't know. I would do JT in a first if week
would-
5 comes around and he's talking like I'm not sure
I'm
if
sure
I'm
we'll
100%.
find out from Ash when he listens to this.
Well, he's not going to come out and probably say, "Oh, sure, I'd be more than happy to give up JT in a first."
He
'Cause
might, he
doesn't-
might allude to something though, like, "Hey guys, that wasn't far off," or "No, I wouldn't do that for this," and then maybe use it as a
publicly,
leverage
I would
piece.
say, "No, I'm not going to do that because I don't want
Why not?
I don't want my trade partner thinking it's an easy."
But why? When
Well,
we're
if you want your
torn
guy,
like this,
Yeah,
yeah,
get him.
and when we're torn like this, when the room's torn, if you were out there saying, you know what, I'm thinking, I have Gibbs and I'm rebuilding. Hey, Jason, I would do that. I would do JT in a first. And I said, I'd probably do. You talk about it. He wants a trade partner. You might as well talk to him. I don't think it's that. I don't think showing your hand is that big of a deal when you got your nuts on the table, right? It's like, hey, I would do this. Would you do it?
And if
And
he
then
feels like
they got to do it or not.
if he feels like if it's a good offer, then why not do it? Nope. Don't.
Oh,
put
I'm
I
not
just
saying he
wouldn't
won't
do it
do it.
right
I'm
now.
just going to say he's not going to
Admit to it.
make it very publicly known that it's he's not going to admit to it. It's something he's going
I
to keep
just don't
close to the
think there's-
chest until
I just don't
the
think-
time.
I just don't think there's anything to really hide.
Right. If you want,
There's
him,
nothing really to hold close to the chest.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't do anything today anyway. Probably he's not paying that today because he knows if he does that today, JT comes back week 5, he's going to be really bummed. And he could feel the pain of week 5 already today because he's been playing the game long enough.
Yeah,
So
I feel that pain already.
Bro, dude, I don't know what Braxton's thinking. Braxton traded. Now it's not like he traded any producers to me right now that we're going to help him, but he's not feeling like he made a great use of what he gave
No,
up,
because he was talking about how he's going to win a division.
which it's going to get tougher now. And I would not be surprised if he trades JT to me.
Back to you?
Yeah. Minus the first round pick because I'm not giving up his first round pick now. No way, because I want to see him crumble. All right. I want to point and laugh. But I honestly want everyone to do well. But when something like that happens, you're kind of now rooting for yourself. But all right, guys, I am going to head out of here. That is NFL. So what are you thinking about SF2? What's your weekend look like? Saturday just got a little busy for me in the morning.
Saturday night? Well, Adrian's not good Saturday night.
Saturday nights.
Wait, let's talk about this off.
Well, I kind of like doing it now just to kind of
We can post. We can
we
post.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, very fun. Anything else, guys?
No, I think it's was it Tampa? No, is that the other league? Tampa
I don't
Bay's.
see.
I think it's Tampa Bay's league to lose this year.
I don't know. I got Carmen. I also had him last year.
I told you from week 8 or whatever, he wasn't
did.
winning the division. He wasn't making the
did.
playoffs.
That was. I don't know how you called it from so far out.
Because I was looking at your team and looking at your schedule versus his schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And who you guys had to play at everything, and I just played it out in my head. I was like, he's missing the playoffs.
Well, you were like a wizard. I don't want to give you too much credit, but I'm going to give you a lot of credit. That was masterful. But all right, Adrian, much love to you guys, Zachy, everyone else. It's been fun. SF2 League will be next.
Later.
Later, all.